Hi, my name is Liana Gefter. I'm a physician and former inner city school teacher. I'm the program manager of the Stanford Youth Diabetes Coaches Program, and I'm very excited to walk you through the logistics. The program is designed to empower underserved youth and their families with tools to embrace healthy lifestyles. I know you're busy, but if you can hang on for the next 5 minutes, I'll give you the critical elements of the program and share important tips for presenting. So what is the Stanford Youth Diabetes Coaches Program? It's an 8-week program where residents teach healthy teens to become self-management coaches for family members with diabetes. There are 8 classes taught once a week for an hour at a high school. For each class, residents get a PowerPoint presentation with an instructor's guide and coaching assignments to give students. The high school students select a family member or friend with diabetes to coach. That person, who we call their team member, agrees to work with the student once a week for 8 weeks. If a student can't find a family member with diabetes, it's fine for them to coach someone who's pre-diabetic or anyone with health concerns who wants to become healthier. Coaching by phone is also fine. The main teaching goals of the program are to empower students with communication skills, problem-solving techniques, and the ability to make good action plans and help their team members make action plans. We also want to build health literacy by increasing students' knowledge of diabetes and helping them understand the basics of maintaining good health. Each class of the program is devoted to a particular topic, but all classes include coaching skills and health knowledge content. Here's a list of all the classes just to give you an idea. The basic structure of each class includes a quiz to help focus the students, a check-in, some coaching skills practice, and diabetes and health knowledge content. Don't worry, you don't have to memorize any of this. The PowerPoint presentations are created to guide you as you go. So all you need to do is take about 30 to 45 minutes to review the PowerPoint and instructor's guide before class. Print out the coaching assignments, show up with your white coat and professional attire, arrive at the school 10 minutes prior to the class, and if you're going with another resident, organize who will cover which material. We recognize you have a lot on your plate as a resident. Our goal is for you to have a meaningful experience with minimal time commitment. So here are some tips for presenting a youth coaching class. First, students always tell us how meaningful it is for them to have real doctors come to their classroom. Make sure you introduce yourself at the beginning as a doctor. Don't use the term resident. It's so powerful if you say, "As a doctor, I see," or if you share your challenges by saying, "Even as a doctor, it's hard for me too." The youth coaching program was founded on the idea that teens usually don't listen if they are told what to do, but they do listen if they feel empowered and in charge, which they are as coaches. For this reason, we want to stress how important it is for you to avoid lecturing, and please make sure you include the elements that most empower the students: the check-ins, the role plays, the discussions, and the action plans. I'll describe each briefly now. The check-ins are a time to find out how each student is doing with their coaching work. When students have problems with coaching, don't feel that you have to give them a solution. It's better for you to ask the class how they might handle the problem and facilitate a discussion accordingly. Role plays included in each PowerPoint presentation look something like this. Your job is to get students to play the different characters. We know this can be hard to facilitate, but it really is worth it. Students repeatedly tell us the role plays are very useful to them. Make sure you have them stand up when they do their role plays. Sitting still for an hour is too hard. Allowing students to move around during class helps them stay engaged and focused. The discussions often take the form of the pair and share, in which students find a partner, discuss a question for 30 seconds, and then one partner stands to share what they discussed. During the 30 seconds, please encourage distracted students to participate by walking around and listening to the discussions. Action planning is central to the youth coaching program. One helpful tool for increasing engagement is to review and critique student action plans as detailed in the instructor's guide. Students get the most out of the program when they are participating in class. You can create a safe environment for participation in the following ways. Use students' names. This is particularly important. Use a conversational tone, not a formal tone. Make sure you don't criticize student comments, but rather thank all students who contribute. Use open body language and make sure you don't stay up at the board or hidden behind the podium. Move around the room and get close to the students, especially during check-ins and discussions. You can encourage discussion simply by stating something like this: I really want to hear what you think. And it's so important that whenever possible, you respond to questions by asking the class for their thoughts. We find that frequently peer answers are more meaningful and relevant. To facilitate discussion well, make sure that you repeat questions and paraphrase responses so that all students can hear. Please do your best to stick to the script. This really helps us study the program with good reliability. And do your best to get through all of the material by using a timer. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me. You will receive an online survey after your teaching experience, and we'll be so grateful if you can take a few minutes to give us feedback in this way. Very best wishes for an enjoyable and rewarding experience.